Buckle up, because what starts as a routine traffic hearing spirals into a full-blown courtroom meltdown. Today, we're in Judge Middleton's court with a defendant contesting a citation for improper passing on the right. But instead of a clean argument, we get everything from a live cigarette to a Nazi analogy. Yep, you heard that right. This guy's defense. Everyone does it. The judge, not amused. The defendant doubles down, challenging the very nature of traffic laws, calling the court greedy bastards and almost landing himself a contempt charge all over what he calls a safe maneuver. What's the real legal standard for improper passing? Why does intent not excuse breaking the law? And what happens when you treat a courtroom like a personal podcast? Stick around, because this is one legal lesson served hot with a side of ego.
We're informal hearing right now. That's what we're going to do. Can you turn on your camera?
Yeah. How do I do that?
The little movie camera with the red slash through it. You tap that. It should come on.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. Here we go.
There you go. All right. So first thing I do, gentlemen, is swear you in. So go ahead and raise your right hand. You swear or affirm any testimony that you give here today would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Michael, it makes a lot more sense for me to start with the officer. They have the burden to establish to me why you were issued a citation in the first place. But after that, you'll be able to either ask questions or testify on your own behalf. All right?
Yes, sir.
And so with that, officer, if you want to pick up the narrative somewhere where it makes sense and explain your issuing of this citation.
On May 6th, I was traveling southbound on North Main Street. Ahead of me was the defendant, and I could observe him passing one vehicle in front of him that were also turning right onto West Superior Street. He pulled into the parking spot on the street to go around the vehicles in front of him and made the right-hand turn on the red light. I was able to catch up with the defendant at the Speedway in Wayland and made the traffic stop there.
All right. Mr. Michaelik, what is it you wish to tell me?
Okay. I got an illegal passing on the right because I crossed over into, like he said, the parking. I crossed the white line of the unused parking spot at the time. So I didn't necessarily think
that's
that
not a lane of travel, so you can't use it as a lane of travel.
I understand that. I wasn't necessarily using it as a lane of travel. I was using it as I see people do it countless times throughout the day. It's discouraged but not prohibited to cross a white line in a safe manner.
Okay, but here's the problem. The other cars that's sitting at that red light, right? If they were indicating, well, first of all, please stop smoking. You're in court.
And there it is, one of the fastest ways to kill your case in court. Lighting up a cigarette mid-hearing. Judge Middleton tries to keep things professional, but the moment this guy sparks up while testifying, it's game over for courtroom decorum. Then comes the real kicker, when the judge lays out the law around improper passing. The defendant doesn't just disagree, he rewrites the rule book. He insists that going around cars using a non-lane is fine because other people do it. But here's the legal breakdown. Regardless of your intent or how common the behavior is, using a parking lane or shoulder to bypass traffic at a red light is a violation in most jurisdictions. It's not about what others do, it's about what the law permits. What would you do if you were stuck behind two cars at a red light and had a clear path through the shoulder? Would you take it or wait it out? Let us know in the comments.
But it is improper passing. It's not just discouraged, it's a moving violation.
They're attempting to take a left. That parking spot is not all the way up to the end of the intersection.
Sir, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a car in front of you at a stoplight has the right of way, not you, right? Because they're in front of you. You can't go around them by using a lane that's not a lane of travel. That's improper passing. Whether you do it on the shoulder or whether you do it in the oncoming lane, either way, you can't just pass up that car. They're in front of you. They have the right of way. You don't know whether they're turning right or going straight or turning left. They haven't decided yet because the light's red.
The indicator determined that they were turning left. That's why I shot to the right. It's a safe.
And went around them.
No, went beside them. They were halfway out in.
How is that not going around? Well, we can argue semantics. Mr. Michalek, what you did is an improper pass on the right.
Mahalik.
Okay. Well, you didn't correct me before now, so I was assuming I said it right. Mr. Mahalik, I would find you responsible on this citation. You do have a right to go to formal hearing. To do that, you must do two things. One is you must ask for that within 7 days of today's date. Your window of opportunity closes after 7 days. And two, you must come in and post a cash bond in the same amount as the fine to guarantee your appearance at formal hearing. Do you understand your rights on appeal?
This was the appeal pretty much, right?
No, sir. This is informal hearing. And then you would have a right to go to what's called formal hearing in front of the district court judges with the prosecutor's office. But to do that, in other words, to say, I don't agree with me finding you responsible, you'd have to do two things. One is you'd have to ask for that within 7 days. And two is you'd have to come in and post a cash bond in the same amount as the fine to guarantee your appearance. Do you understand those rights?
I don't understand why I'm being ticketed when I see multiple people do it every single day. That's
Sir,
what I don't understand.
If a whole bunch of people rob the bank and then you rob the bank, that doesn't mean you're allowed to rob the bank. Right?
Good thinking. Good thinking. If everybody jumped off a bridge, would I jump off a bridge too?
No, sir. That
You're
is
gonna use that one, right?
That is a lousy analogy. That would be what a not smart person would say.
So was yours.
Because
yours was
that's not the same thing. One is breaking a law, and if you see everybody.
Well, that escalated fast. In the end, Judge Middleton finds the defendant responsible for the citation, but not before things nearly cross the line into contempt. From lighting up in court to tossing out. Playground-level analogies about bridges. And Nazis? This hearing turned into a case study on how not to behave in front of a judge. The real lesson. Legal arguments aren't won with emotion or sarcasm. One with facts, respect, and understanding the law. And if you think the courtroom was tough, just wait till the formal hearing deadline hits. If you found this case as wild and entertaining as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with the ruling? And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns every week.